I am 4 days away from the longest run of my life in probably the most amount of elevation I've ever been in. I'm sitting here eating my breakfast, really taking the next few days to do all of those little things, making sure I'm eating right. So I have oats, fruit, and eggs. I really gotta take care of my body over the next few days. I'm not doing anything too strenuous. I'm taking a week off from jiu-jitsu, no weights this week, just giving my body the time to rest and restore itself so that when Saturday comes at about 7 a.m., my body feels ready to attack that mountain. And it's gonna be an all-day event. I'll be out there for probably 10 to 12 hours. It's time. The time has come. We are here. There's no more time to prepare. Everything's put in. I was able to get a 30-mile run in 2 weekends ago, and they recommend that that's, you know, a good distance to get you prepared. The only thing is, you know, I didn't spend a lot of time out in the trails. However, I did make it happen. And I was able to get a 19-mile day in. And then over the course of the past few months, I've been, you know, getting in long runs, 20 miles, 15 miles. I did 30 the other day. But all in all, with the mindset that I want to peak this Saturday. So I didn't want to go too crazy. I just wanted to be consistent, you know, hitting the pavement 5-6 days a week. And, you know, just getting out there, just getting it done and not making excuses. So we made it. We are here. This is Okemo Mountain, and we are about to unload our stuff. We are at the Killington. What is it called, baby? The Mountain Inn. The Mountain Inn in Killington, Vermont. We're about 20 minutes away from where the race is going to be. It's Thursday, so we have a couple days to get acclimated and to allow the body to adjust to this new environment. So we're gonna unpack. Got all of our stuff. Got water for days. Say hi, babe.
Hi.
And yeah, let's show you the trunk really quick. This is where all of our fuel's gonna be. My drop bags. Got carbs, bread. We can show you all that, but yeah, we're gonna unload and
I gotta bring these in.
bring this into the room. That's the mountain. Beautiful. Beautiful. So here's the food stash, just to have not only over the next couple days, but mainly this stuff I'm gonna be putting in my drop bag. A bunch of packets of like nuts and, you know, some of these beef sticks, bananas, some candy, Reese's. These are like a 2-pack. Oreos. These are gonna go great. These are some bars, more bars, some actual solid food like bread, peanut butter, and then we've got the hydration stuff, water, Gatorade in there, watermelon and cantaloupe. More fruit right there. The most important ingredient, babe. This right, you already knew. This right here, most important ingredient, salt. So I'm gonna be adding this to my water, just so my body's able to retain water. Drinking water is one thing, but the ability to retain it so that your muscles can stay hydrated, that's a whole other thing. So here's the bathroom, nice spot. Nice king size bed. And the lady setting it up over there. And yeah, so we have arrived. Officially, we're gonna get some food, some pizza, some ice cream, and start our trip. Oh yeah, don't forget these Snickers. These might be gone though.
They're pretty much gone.
They're probably gone by the time the race day. is here. So yeah.
What's up, B?
How you doing?
Good.
Good?
I feel fine. I mean, am I good with time or
50K or 50 miles?
miles? How much time do I have?
So you got 2 hours before you have to start your last lap.
Is it hilly like that?
Realistically, it's probably going to take you close to 3 hours to do the 10 mile in this weather. Yeah, I mean, it took me 3 hours. But, you know, you're probably not going to get through that.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
I took a wrong turn. Me and Alejandro. We did a 2 mile. There was a 2 mile loop.
Go under the ring.
We did it twice.
Sure.
I'm good. Just some Advil right now.
Yes, we have
That's
that.
crazy.
Yeah, some kind of a disconnect. And they don't tell you nobody's up there. You're like, everyone's out.
Yeah.
I thought they had it marked off for you guys. Like, was it that easy to see?
Well, when you get to the marker.
Good point. He was like, you know, make sure the yellow tags are on your left. So we kept running.
Yeah.
And they were like, the guy was like, do a 2 mile loop. So we came back, and then we were like, all right, the tag's on our left. So we followed it again, not realizing.
I would know.
And we came back around, we were like, okay.
No.
What
You did
are you guys
awesome.
doing? Like, I
You did
feel
awesome.
totally fine right now.
You did
I can
great.
do it.
Like, yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, but is it worth being stuck there? Because ideally, you have 2 hours now
Yeah.
to get to the last loop. Which means
Well,
you'd
the guy
have to.
said-
It's going to rain for another hour, they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the
It
highest.
takes on average
My
3
hands
hours
were
to do
swollen.
it.
Oh my God.
That was 9,000 feet.
9,000.
How to feel there?
I was breathing fine.
Yeah, okay.
I just started cramping. And like that was the steepest incline I've ever been on in my entire life.
Your hands look swollen.
You can see, right?
Oh my
They're
God.
huge. Look at his wrists.
Oh yeah. Oh my. Yeah, that's really tight on you. The Spartan band.
Yeah. Crazy. We were up there. Like high.
Want to wait and go after? Take turns?
Take a picture with Edie.
Man,
Take a picture with Edie.
you got the camera?
Wait over here.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Did you make her a sandwich?
Yeah, it's in the trunk. Want a couple pizzas or?
Take a picture?
Take a picture.
I can't see.
First, you gotta take a picture.
You think I'll
Well, as you guys could see, the race didn't end the way that I would have hoped, I would have imagined. We had to make a call shortly after what you just saw. The race staff didn't recommend that I go back out on the course because the amount of time it would have taken me with the weather and just the elevation on that side of the course, I would have been out there past the closing of the park. So sometimes things don't go your way and you have to lose your ego a little bit. So what you do is you label that as a DNF. So I didn't finish. The most upsetting part about it was I felt great coming in. As you saw, I felt great. I was fine. I was obviously a little fatigued, a little sore, but had they given me another, I don't know, 6 hours, I would have gotten everything done. But I didn't have that amount of time left, and just wasn't a smart decision. So with that said, I absolutely, like, looking back here, I'm 5 days away. It's Wednesday and I got home on Sunday after the race. I can't stop thinking about that mountain. I can't stop thinking about how life-changing that experience was, being out there running for 8 hours and 45 minutes, climbing through mud. My hands were swollen. That's how high up we were. It was an experience that I'd never gotten before in my life. I've done marathons, I've done half marathons, 10Ks, 5Ks, but it was just something different about this ultra that I can't stop thinking about. The feeling that it gave me, the connection that I felt to, nature, being outside. So yeah, it's upsetting. I didn't finish the 50 miles, but I mean, that's part of life. Do I stop and say, hey, maybe this is not for me? Nah, I'm already looking for another one. So, yeah, my family was there, and I would have definitely loved to, be a finisher. But sometimes you gotta lose your ego and just say, today's not my day. And it wasn't my day. However, I was able to calculate 33 miles. I clocked in 33 total miles. Highest elevation I've done before. Definitely the hardest thing I've ever done. So for me personally, having done something that I never thought I'd do before and, push myself to the limit, I'm grateful and I'm proud of myself for that. I do have hunger brewing inside of me to do it again. So I'm gonna keep you guys posted, but comment below if there's an ultra coming up. I gotta do 50. Don't let one instance or one experience deter you from going and doing that thing, or continuing to develop your skill set, or to build your business. Or don't let one bad conversation or date ruin what is potentially meant for you, right? So I'm looking at it that way. It was a great experience. I want to be back on the mountain right now, just thinking about it. It was beautiful. And then leading up to the race, I felt all these nerves, and I was very, very nervous. I'd never felt like that before a race, before running. I felt like that before my first triathlon, but running for some reason, and it definitely exceeded that expectation. So I'm humbled by it. I'm grateful for it. And I definitely found something that I love to do now, running out in the trails. So I've been resting and recovering over the past few days. I did jiu-jitsu yesterday. Today I haven't done anything. Tomorrow I'm gonna go lift weights. So get back in the gym, and then I'll start to run again over the second half of this week. So, and I'm gonna be looking for another ultra to do, and this time I'm gonna freaking finish. Now I know. Another thing too, when I got out on the course, not having done a race like this, right? Not having been in a an ultra marathon, let alone out in mud and hills and elevation. You don't really know how hard you should be running. So the first, half of the race, I kept pacing myself. I didn't want to go too hard. I didn't know if I was gonna hit a wall, or if I was gonna be completely gassed. Mile 10 to 15 was insane. We were literally just climbing. Like, it was the highest I have ever been. So, you know, had I gone hard and ran as hard as I can the first 5 miles, I don't know if I would have made it up that part of the, you know, the course, to be honest with you. So that's the challenge too with these ultra marathons. You need to know how to pace yourself, and you need to know when it's time to walk and when it's time to run and when it's time to hit it hard. So that is an art, and that's something that I'm gonna have to learn as I continue on in my career. But, you know, I'm 27, I'm in my athletic prime, and I look at it, you know, almost like as a test for me. You know, I look at that weekend as like, okay, you know, this is standing up to you. This is something that, you know, is gonna make you work, and this is something that's gonna challenge you. And I love challenges, so I'm ready to get back to it and find a race. So yeah, all in all, again, this was a life-changing experience for me, and I'm excited for the next one. So thanks, and I'll see you next time.